Hey all, this is Snula. There's a YouTube user he calls himself IgnorantPCFanboys, and he made a challenge for us PC users, and that's to match the iMac 27-inch i7 when it comes to price, to prove that PCs are not cheaper. I'm gonna take him up on that challenge. First out is the Super Drive, which is Apple fancy talk for a DVD burner. And the iMac has 8-speed. I was unable to find an 8-speed DVD burner, so we'll have to do with this 24-speed Sony burner. Next out is the casing. He required that it had to be a aluminum casing, and this is one from Lee, a pretty nice casing. I would probably buy something more expensive, but that's all up to the taste of the user, I guess. He required a 2 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive, and I chose the Samsung SpinPoint F3, which is a really fast drive. And then there's the wireless card. This one is a Linksys that supports 802.11n. It has external antennas, so I would guess it would have a better chance of good signal instead of a built-in antenna. And then there's the graphics card, the video card. This is a HD 4850 with 512 megs of GDDR3 memory. The same as in the iMac when it comes to memory, but remember, the video card in the iMac is a mobility version, which has not the same performance as a full-blown PCI or desktop version. I chose this Antec 620 watt power supply. I wouldn't recommend going much cheaper than this on a power supply. There are power supplies that cost like 20-30 bucks, but you really want to have a quality power supply in your computer. And to match the iMac's 17 watt speakers, I chose this Logitech set, which even has a subwoofer. Since the iMac has a FireWire 800 port, we'll need this PCI Express card here, and it gives you two FireWire 800 ports in the rear, one FireWire 400 port in the rear, and one internal FireWire 400 port, so you can connect that to the casing. And the $2,649 iMac configuration comes with 4 2GB sticks of DDR3 1066 MHz memory, and I matched this with these two kits of these 2 gig sticks. Here's the webcam. I chose this Logitech QuickCam Pro 9000, 2 megapixels. I don't know the specification of iSight, so whether this is better or not as good as iSight, I don't know. Personally, I use the Mac version of this for my Hackintosh, and it's a very good camera. The motherboard I chose is a Gigabyte for LGA 1156 for that i7 860. It has support for 16 gigs of RAM, and it has 8 USB ports plus internal headers. To get Bluetooth on the PC, we need a USB dongle, and this one from Asus has Bluetooth 2.0 plus EDR, not 2.1 plus EDR like the iMac has, but I really don't think that's a big issue. CPU will be an Intel Core i7 860 at 2.6 GHz, same as in the iMac. We'll match the iMac's Apple Magic Mouse and buy the same mouse. We'll also match the iMac's Apple wireless keyboard and buy that one too. And since the iMac comes with iLife 09, it's only fair that we purchase that as well. And of course we need an operating system. And Apple practically gives away Snow Leopard for $29. Thank you, Apple. And Dell just released a 27-inch ultra-sharp IPS LCD monitor. It's going to cost around $1,100. It says $1,049 here on Engadget, but I've seen price at Dell is $1,099. This monitor has a lot of ergonomic adjustments. It has built-in USB 2.0 hub. It has 18-1 memory card reader. It has 2 DVI inputs, 1 VGI input, HDMI input. It has component input and composite input. So it beats the iMac's LCD in terms of connectivity. When we sum this up, you'll see that the price of the custom-built PC is only 12 cents cheaper than the iMac i7, and that's not much. But you will notice that the custom-built PC matches the specifications of the iMac, except in the monitor, the Bluetooth, and the optical input, and maybe the eyesight, I don't know. When it comes to all other things, the custom-built PC is better. And that kind of shows you get a lot more with the PC in terms of possibility to customize it for your own needs. More hard drives, dual graphics cards, whatever. And you also have this upgradability in the future. You can change the CPU, you can change the video card, and do much more. And they're very close in terms of cost in this example, and I did it on purpose. What you will see if you in 2 or 3 months do the same comparison, the PC, I will guarantee you it will be much cheaper than iMac, while the iMac, it stays at that price until it's updated, maybe in 6 months, maybe in 12 months, who knows. And that just means that the iMac, or generally Macs, in my opinion, is very matching in terms of price with a PC when the model is new. It's a very good price on the iMac when it came out, but you're already seeing you can build a PC cheaper, and as the time goes by, the PC will only get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and the Mac will stay at the same price. I just have to add another thing. Of course, this video is not to say that iMac is a bad computer. I mean, the iMac is a really good computer, especially if you are the type of person that don't build your computers yourself. You just want to grab a computer at the electronics store, go home, plug it in the wall outlet, and fire it up. So basically, what's the best or what's the overpriced computer for you? It depends on your needs. A PC all-in-one like the iMac, I would bet if anyone made one, it wouldn't be cheaper than the iMac, because it's such a special product. So I'm not trying to diss the iMac in this video. I'm just kind of making a point about that challenge. I think that challenges like that are stupid.